My name is Dave Strider. I live with my wife in beautiful Tacoma, Washington. I'm running as an independent for the United States Senate in 2018 with a strong commitment to protecting the environment and keeping the evergreen state evergreen. I believe that our planet is facing a crisis and that cleaning up our soil, our water, and the skies is a group effort that we all need to do and to contribute to as individuals and as governments. I want to bring Washington's values for a healthy environment to Washington, D.C., and make sure that our nation is working with the rest of the world to improve humanity's impact on our planet. This is an issue that affects us all, and any efforts that we put forth now, positive or negative, will be returned to us tenfold in the future, and we should be doing everything that we can to ensure that that impact is positive. I've grown up a fighter, experienced a life of hardships, and come out stronger on the other side. And I want to fight for you. As a United States Marine Corps veteran, I want to make sure that our values are fully represented and ensure that the next generation is given the best possible world to begin with. My values include an environment that we move away from petrocarbon-based fuels, no fracking, encourage and subsidize sustainable energy sources like wind and solar, reduce our carbon footprint, clean up hazardous waste and factories and other pollutants such as Hannaford, ensure crops and vegetation are safe for people, animals, and bees, support natural and biodegradable construction, textiles, and products such as hemp. Clean water and air are basic human rights and should not be privately owned. Healthcare. Expanded Medicare, single-payer programs with no co-payments or premiums. You're tied to Medicare with your Social Security number, and that is your passport to healthcare. Healthcare is a universal right and should be provided to everyone, regardless of the ability to pay, and ensure that there are programs available for all needs, both physical, mental, as well as extended disability and other needs. All children who can be vaccinated should be vaccinated to help keep the future safe as possible, and making sure that vaccines are as well. We are a fiat currency. When Congress tells us we have no money, they've lied to us. They are giving away our future. Austerity does not work. Taxes do not fund federal spending. We decrease our military budget spending, increase our veterans' benefits. Those two should be equal in expenditures. Ensure that funding is used for federal programs that benefit the people, such as education, health care for all, along with our crumbling infrastructure. Spending on public benefits is not a debt. It is an investment in our people, our future, our nation. No privatization of the United States Postal Office. Health care for all. The Veterans Administration, do not privatize it. It is the #1 single payer in the whole entire world, and I am a veteran recipient. We want to support our troops and stop sending our men and women, brave, off to foreign lands to fight for resources or wars that were made by proxy. We want to decrease military spending and increase veterans benefit spending. Again, I say that. The two should be equal. Law enforcement. Police should be trained better to help their community, not just to meet quotas. Train officers in violence and de-escalation. Mental health and first aid. Reduce the use of speed traps and other controversial means to solicit fines. Education, free education, from preschool all the way up to your doctorate degree. Labor, I support unions, and I think that the minimum wage should not be $15, but $18 per hour. Social policies, better protection for the LGBTQIA+ people. Our communities, we're all humans and human beings and should act accordingly. Your gender identity and sexual preferences are your business and should not be used against you for any reason. Improve rights for the First Nation people and immigrants, regardless of color or creed. I support separation of church and state. I support the decriminalization and repeal of marijuana. The law is a violation of our Constitution and the rights of the people. I am a cannabis candidate, having over 40 years, second in the nation and first active duty serviceman since 1937. I took on the powers that be, and I won without legal counsel. Who do you want to represent you? Term limits, yes. Remove electoral college, yes. Ranked choice voting, paper ballots, yes. Remove Citizens United. Dave Strider for USSenate.com.